Thanks, David. In the spirit of continuous improvement, I really wanted to share with you all today some of the challenges and early success stories from our own virtual inspection journey. As for many industries, COVID presented opportunities to adapt to new ways of working and potential efficiencies and solutions that they offered. Early in 2020, the VBA established the Remote Video Inspection Working Group with a broad industry and regulatory membership. We explored international examples and discussed the range of potential applications, impediments, and regulatory challenges that the technology offered locally. Over the year, we've seen some great examples of how virtual inspections can support industry practices, including the inspection of bespoke construction elements for the benefit of teaching graduates and trainees in areas that they may not have otherwise been able to experience, all the way through to meeting contractual milestones and the practical exploration of construction solutions for design professionals. When it comes to the building permit process, the legislation is clear. Mandatory inspection stages must be conducted in person. However, stage 4 community restrictions accelerated the need to create boundaries for the use of video inspections and keep the industry moving. With the assistance of our working group members to critically examine these boundaries and the practical solutions, the VBA established the guideline for the conduct of non-mandatory remote video inspections. So with the next slide, I'm looking forward to showing you just a small example of what that looks like for some of our plumbing audits. So if we can please play that video.
All right then, I'm plumbing inspector.
I'm and there's just identification there.
Thanks very much. And just to confirm where we are, we're at, during the virtual audit, if you can identify any potential tripping or other hazards you might encounter.
No trip hazards, as you can see, coming through here, heading around to where the unit is. Okay, you said you'd like me to put it beside the wall there.
If you just go down to the ground, we'll have a look at the concrete slab.
Yep.
Okay, so slab's in place.
So as you can see from the footage, the connection and clarity of imagery can vary. The virtual approach very much mirrors the inspector's approach to an in-person inspection to manage the identification of the site, the personnel involved, safety aspects, and the inspection requirements. We run through the use of technology and how the inspection is intended to proceed, and we conduct a continued safety assessment of the site throughout the inspection. Consistent communication is really important between the operator and the inspector in these circumstances to achieve that safety element, but it also helps to verbalise the process and the observations that an inspector might ordinarily do in their head if they were on site to make sure that they're captured virtually and nothing is missed. So putting our virtual inspection theory to the test, the team trialled the technology using the VBA guideline. It was a steep learning curve, but it's proven to be a really valuable journey for us so far. Throughout the proactive inspection and plumbing audit program, some key learnings have included that remote inspections are not generally currently suitable for roofing audits, drain inspections, carbon monoxide audits, or other inspections that are a bit more complex due to the safety risks on site and obviously the need for specialist testing. Areas with poor network connectivity cause reduced vision. Dropouts can occur, which affect the continuity of the audit. So to try and mitigate some of this, we've introduced improved resources and scheduling approaches to ask the right questions up front and identify potential issues early to determine the suitability or otherwise of a virtual audit. Where the technology shines, though, is low-risk plumbing audits, including appliance audits, gas appliance audits, and whole-of-house audits, as well as rectification work. In the first 10 weeks of operation, the plumbing audit program had successfully conducted over 700 virtual audits, reduced rectification timeframes and backlog by 135%, leading to improved outcomes for consumers. Since then, the team have continued to increase their capacity to conduct virtual audits, and it's proving a significant value add for the VBA practitioners and the community. We're now reaching more regional areas than we ever have before, while reducing the interruption to practitioners, or while resolving non-compliances faster for consumers. Our own attempts to trial the technology in the proactive inspection program have proven our theory that at this point in time, there are some stages of work and construction elements where the type of detailed imagery and inspection that only an experienced practitioner inspecting in person can provide. And we expect that there will always be a crucial need for this to continue regardless of advancements in technology and equipment. That being said, some of you have already shared with us some really exciting developments and the ways that industry are already using this technology. David obviously David explored some of the incredible technological advances and practices that are either already in practice or on the horizon. Either way, we can't stop progress, and collectively we need to keep an open mind to the compliance challenges and opportunities that await us. We know that the work of the regulator is not the same as that of a building inspector or building surveyor conducting mandatory inspections. However, at the VBA, we need to be in step with these changes so that we can support and advocate for the right framework, one that is agile and responsive to new trends, but that places the right controls where they're most needed to protect industry and consumers. There is a place for this in your practice. So we encourage you to download a copy of the guideline, conduct some of your own research and see what might be possible. Thank you.